What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Elite Podcast. If you hadn't hit that subscribe button, go ahead on and hit that subscribe button. Click on that notification bell so you won't miss another one of these. Hey, it's free. It don't cost you a damn thing to click it. Hell, might even send you a little something. Might even send you a little bit of a good luck might come your way if you click on that damn subscribe or in that old bell down there. But guys, what I want to talk about today is I have a very, very true tragedy that I want to speak on today. It's something that a lot of you guys ain't going to believe. And it's very off subject of what I usually even speak about. But I just wanted to share this with you guys. I've had a true tragedy moment. And I just kind of want to share it with you guys. And if you believe it, you believe it. And if you don't, you don't. I don't have shit else better to do but just ride down the road and talk to you guys anyway. So I do want to thank all of my subscribers, though. 135 people in just about a week and a half. Now that's pretty good numbers, guys. That's pretty good numbers. But I see that I got a whole lot more views than 135 on those videos. So some of y'all that's watching these videos ain't hitting that subscribe. And damn it, I'm gonna send this damn ghost I'm fixing to tell you about after your ass, because I'll be speaking to spirits. Yeah, I'll be speaking to spirits, guys. I had a spirit come to me the other day, and if y'all don't hit that subscribe button, I'm gonna send this damn spirit after you. But let's get into the story, guys. Let's get into the story. I've been spending a lot of time home because of the holidays. Spent about 4 or 5 days home, through the Christmas holiday. Then I made a run up to Chicago, over to Kansas City and back, and then spent another 3 or 4 days home during the New Year's. And I'm back on the road, and I am excited to be back on the road out here. But while I was home, I spent a lot of time by myself. And just watch TV and just kind of hide out like an introvert usually does, So I'm in my office, which is nothing but a spare bedroom, but still I call it an office. I got a nice little setup in there I've been kind of working on, and I was just sitting in there doing some research on what I could bring to the subscribers of this Elite Podcast and what kind of shit I could stir up next, right? And so I was sitting there and I was just kind of just going through some videos and some, scratch padding some old ideas down on my little scratch pad. And I was in there by myself, and I heard somebody say, "Hey," in this squeaky little voice, almost kind of sounded like a teenager kind of going through some adolescence. You know how whenever a teenage boy kind of, he kind of starts going in between that little kid voice and the grown-up man voice. It's almost kind of like his voice box is kind of squeaky and stuff. And I ignored it. I was like, well, maybe it's this damn Michelob Ultra and this fucking Xanax I've been taking, kind of playing some tricks on me, right? So I sit there and I was just kind of ignored it, and I felt this little pick on my left shoulder, and I turned around, wasn't nothing there. And I was like, what in the fuck is going on here? So it kind of freaked me out, right? So I get up and I go in there in the living room and I turn some TV on. And I was like, well, let me see if the TV's on in here. It ain't. So I turn it on. Maybe I can have some noise, maybe it was just too quiet in there. Maybe I'm just hearing things. So I go back in my office and I sit down there and I just still kind of feeling a little weird, So next thing you know, my computer starts blinking and shit, and I'm thinking, oh shit, because I've been watching old True Tragedy over there, old Betty, and she said sometimes them old spirits get in your computer and mess up your computer, and she said especially if the person that the spirit used to be in the IT field, they really know how to get in your computer and mess it up. I was like, well, shit. I done got a goddamn spirit up in my goddamn computer, you know. I just bought this son of a bitch and spent $1,500 on it. Got this old i7 processor and all this shit in it. Faster than the son of a bitch. I said, I don't need to carry this son of a bitch back to Best Buy to the goddamn Geek Squad and say I got a goddamn spirit in my motherfucking computer, because how they gonna look at me? You know, they gonna look at me like I'm fucking crazy, right? So I done like a little antivirus search on there, and it found a virus. I was like, oh shit. The virus come up as M. Now the virus had a name. It said the virus was named MNR. I was like, MNR, like what kind of fucking virus is MNR? And I was thinking, well, shit. So antivirus scanned it, it kicked it out. Next thing you know, computer's running perfect. I was like, goddamn, this antivirus kicked the goddamn spirit out of my computer. You know, I was like, well, shit, that's all you got to do. I ain't too much concerned about it. Didn't know a spirit could get on my computer, but I've been hearing it over there on the damn old True Tragedies, and, you know, shit, everything she says is true, right? So I'm sitting there. It took me about a halfway bottle of beer, you know, later. I heard somebody say, hey. And I turned around, and he's this little old skinny little old boy about, I don't know, he looked like he was about 17, 18, 19 years old, but he was real skinny, had some big ass ears, a whole bunch of goddamn teeth in his mouth, looked like an alligator, and he had some painted on ass eyebrows with some, what looked like he done took a Sharpie and painted some eyebrows up on his damn forehead and shit, and I was like, what the fuck kind of goddamn ghost is this? And it took me by surprise there for a minute. So I jumped back. I was like, what the hell is going on here? And he said, ho, 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 I don't want to scare you. I don't want to scare you. I am a spirit, but I need your help. I need your help. He called me Mr. Elite. And I was like, this son of a bitch called me Mr. Elite. Don't nobody call me Elite but people on YouTube. So it's got to be some kind of YouTube spirit. And I was like, oh my God. I said, look at here, fella. I'll delete my damn channel and I don't give a shit. I will leave YouTube. Just don't damn haunt me. Please leave. And he's like, no, I need some help. I need you to tell my story. And I was thinking, what? Okay. I guess I will. I'm terrified. If this son of a bitch would have said suck my dick, I probably would have. And I ain't even a homosexual. So I just sit there and I said, well, I'm terrified of these spirits, So I said, well, okay. I said, just tell me your story, and I promise I'll get it out there. I promise, because I'm stuttering and shit. I'm scared to death, He's sitting there buck ass naked with a little old, and his little old, I guess it was a boy. He had a flat spot down there where his damn dangle ain't supposed to be. And he had no covers on, no kind of pajamas on or no clothes on or nothing. The only thing he had on was a magic marker painted on his eyebrows up there. And I was like, okay. And I said, I have been watching a lot of paranormal stuff, and you're supposed to ask these demons what their name is, and they got to tell you. So but this would end up not being no demon. He ended up being a nice little old young man. He just no longer exists. And so I said, what is your name? Speak your name to me right now in the name of Jesus. I would have my cross out and everything. And he said, my name is Michael Justin. And I was like, Michael Justin? Oh, shit, well, my name's Michael, too, man. Nice to meet you. So we high-fived and shit, and we just sit there. Hell, I gave him a drink of my beer. He drank it, and it just poured down on the floor. He said, sorry, I ain't got no stomach. And I was like, oh, shit, it's my fault. So I mopped it up there, and got it, cleaned my floor up, and he sat over there on the little old filing cabinet I got beside my desk, and he went to telling me this story. He said, they took my ball and chopped my head off. And I was like, what? And he very hard to understand because he had a whole bunch of goddamn teeth in his mouth. Like they was lined up like a damn old, I don't know, he just had teeth behind teeth and all kind of shit. And he wore some lipstick, and his lipstick was like on his teeth. Like it was kind of weird, almost kind of like he didn't know how to fucking wear makeup, like he just started doing it or some kind of shit. And I don't know, I wasn't gonna judge the little motherfucker because he was kind of being nice to me, and plus half-ass scared of the little bastard, So he said they take my ball and they cut my head off, and I was like, well, okay, let me try to. I said, they took your ball. He said, yeah. I said, they cut your head off. And he said, yeah. I said, okay, so did you chase after the person who took your ball and accidentally run through a goddamn chain link fence and cut your head off, or what happened? He said, no, no, no. They cut my head off and took my ball. I was like, what? And then all of a sudden he just disappeared. And so I was sitting out there. I fucked around there. I went to trying to do some seances and shit. Went outside, got me some grass and lit it on fire and walked around the damn apartment and lit smoking and shit. You're like, hey, umda. You know, doing like some little fucking rain dances, trying to get the little fucker to come back because I was confused and the son of a bitch. I'm like, this little boy done got his damn head cut off and somebody done took his ball, right? So this fascinates the shit out of me. I done called my mama. My mama says, you crazy in the son of a bitch, stop drinking so much. I done called everybody I know, right? So I started Googling it. I said, well, surely there's something that happened to this kid and that you know, that I can maybe research. I got his name, you know, his first and seems like a middle name. So I said, well, maybe I can research it and shit and find it. So I go through all my resources. You know, I got fucking background check fucking shit. I got all kind of shit on my computer. You know, I can find out when a motherfucker, you know, last shitted on my computer, you know. So I'm sitting there and I couldn't find nothing on this guy. Nothing. I was like, well, I don't know. You know, I don't know. Maybe it just was some bullshit. You know, maybe I need to take a nap or some shit. But it's just plain as day. This damn little old ghost and the spirit was looking dead at me, and I just couldn't really figure out what the fuck was going on. So, you know, I end up having about 7, 8 more beers, you know, which I'm a lightweight, you know, about 10 beers, and I'm passed out, you know. So, I'm in there on the damn couch, and, you know, I'm passed out, and I hear the little boy again. He said, hey, wake up. And I opened my eyes up, and there he was, standing there. Just a buck-naked ass little boy, about 19, 20 years old. You know, I couldn't tell how old he was. And so I asked him, I said, how old are you? How old was you when this happened? And he said, I was like 28 years old, I think. He said, I can't hardly remember. I think I was either in my late 20s or my early 30s. They took my ball and cut my head off. And I was like, what? I said, what is your name? What is your full name? Because I can't find nothing on you. Maybe if I can research your full name, I can find something on you and I can help you see the light. And he said, I'm already in the light. I just want you to tell my story. And I was like, well, okay, I need to know your story. And he said, I will tell you my story in your dream. And he just kind of faded away. And then right at the end, he said, Michael Justin Richardson. And I run to my office and I jotted that name down. I was like, Michael Justin Richardson. So I get on to Google. I Google every damn thing. Cannot find a Michael Justin Richardson nowhere in the goddamn world. You know, that was nowhere around where I lived at, or anything happened to a damn ball. I cross-referenced ball, run across the road, got hit by a fucking train, all kind of shit. Couldn't figure out nothing. So I'm panicking, right? I'm panicking. So finally I calmed down and time for me to go to bed. I went there and went to bed. It's a few hours later. So I go in there and I go to bed, right? So about an hour into it, I started having this damn dream. And old Michael was there, but he was in plain sight. You know, he had like a woman blouse on and some little leotards and shit and some high heels, and he had some big ass ears, and he still had them fucking eyebrows drawn on his forehead. And I'm like, Michael, what in the hell are you doing in my dream? He's like, I'm going to show you what they've done to me, and I want you to tell my story. And I was like, okay, you know, I tried to wake up and I couldn't. It's like he had me forced in his dream. And so we go to this hospital. Looks like a hospital, but really it was like this doctor's office. inside this hospital. So we go in there, and he's pointing at this surgery and this damn surgeon. And there he is laying on the damn table. He's done been put to sleep. They're fixing to perform a surgery on him. And I was like, oh shit, this guy must have done, he must have been in some kind of bad accident, or they're fixing to sew his head back on or something. From what he's telling me, he lost his head and shit. But so I'm sitting there, and he keeps pointing, like, pay attention, tell my story. So I sit there and watched, and okay, they raised up the little blue paper, and he has a fucking little PP and a little set of balls down there. It wasn't no whole lot, but it probably ain't gonna please no woman, if it looked like it might have been about 3 inches or so, but hey, maybe it grow when it got blood in it. I don't know. I ain't there. I just seen a little flaccid little old jangalang down there, so. And he starts crying. And he he covers his eyes up in my dream. He can't watch it. And I was like, what in the hell? So I'm curious. I'm watching. They take a big old set of scissors, like them scissors that, when you ribbon cut at some kind of property, like 3-4 motherfuckers be holding on to each end of the scissors and shit. One nurse had one end of the scissors, another nurse had another, and the doctor was in the middle, and he said, go. And they snapped them scissors closed, and his little old PP and his damn balls just come off of him like it was like a knife through butter. They grabbed them, throw them in the trash can like they was mad at this kid's ball sack and his little old PP. He just like, wham, throw them in the damn sack down there, had a red garbage trash bag in there with a little old X on them or something. I was like, why are they so mad? Why are these people mad at your dick, and why did they cut your fucking dick off? And I said, so that's what you mean when you told me they took your balls and they cut your head off. They actually cut your fucking balls off and took your fucking head off. God damn, dude. So he said, he starts crying. He's looking through his fucking fingers like, you ain't seen half of it yet, motherfucker. So they ended up taking the extra little scrotum skin down there and flipping and flopping in it and doing some kind of goddamn shit. Evil. I seen straight evil. The nurses was Satan. The doctor was some kind of fucking demon. And they done some magic hocus pocus bullshit on this motherfucker right on the damn surgery table and turned that bitch, this little flat spot and that little scrotum skin he had into a goddamn vagina. I seen it with my own 2 goddamn eyes in my dream, And he's over there picking through his finger. He said, can you believe this shit? And I was like, no. I said, so that's you? He said, yes. Yes, that's me. He said, this is the day that I died. And I was like, but you're not dead. All they done was cut your dick off and hocus pocus a vagina on you. And he said, no, this is the day I died. And then all of a sudden I just woke up. And I sit on the edge of my bed crying, filling my ball sack and making sure that all my balls and shit were still there, and they was. My balls was laying on my mattress there just as pretty as hell. My dick was, sitting on top of my balls because I'm older than the motherfucker. It don't really go nowhere. And I was like, oh, thank God, my shit is still there. I looked around, I said, Michael! He's nowhere to be seen. He's nowhere to be seen. And I just sit there like, what in the fuck? It is so sad that Michael don't exist anymore. God made Michael. And Satan and evil made Michael into something that he wasn't. And now Michael does not exist anymore. But guys, that's all of it. Is that not sad? How God made a boy named Michael and evil and mental illness and Satan cut this motherfucker's dick and balls off. Basically cut his head off and took his ball. That's horrible. That's horrible. I just hope and pray that I never, sorry, I had to sneeze. I just hope and pray I never wake up and the devil and shit has done took my goddamn ball and chopped my head off, guys. Guys, appreciate y'all for listening to it if you're still here. If you listen to the whole story, let me know in the comments. Guys, appreciate you. I am out.